Welcome, guys, to another episode of The Daily Hustle. I'm here with my friend, Fit Coach Joy. You can find her on Instagram. She works at Monster Gym, or actually, what is it called?
District Elite.
District Elite.
Fitness City,
whatever it's called over there. I used to work over there at CLO back in the day. Shout out to CLO. Boom. Okay. But we're here today talking to her because she's one of the up-and-coming trainers here in the West Island and wanted to get a female's perspective on how training goes for her. So welcome, Joy. Thanks for being part of the segment. How did you get your start as a personal trainer?
I'm obsessed with sports, being an athlete. So I was a swimmer, soccer player. I did contact football. I'm a boxer now. I'm obsessed with sports or a challenge of any kind. So I kind of took my hobbies into like a new turn. I started, I'm really good at football. Started coaching football. And I coached at Jean 23. It's like right next to where I used to live.
Okay.
And then, and then I even coached the swim team. I had a lot of experience, and then I had my background I had my personal training degree. So I was like, how can I use whatever I took from fitness and apply it to the sports and my experience in athletics? So I just started with just some harmless, little contracts, coaching some teams, and the swim team at Jean 23 hasn't won any kind of banner in 25 years.
Wow, okay.
So when I finally switched over and I took over as head coach, they finally won 2 banners the year that I coached. And then I did football, same thing. I coached the cadets, I coached the sec 1s, 2s, and 3s, and it turned into this huge passion. So to be able to coach kids, whatever, I wanted to take it to the next level. And it was all just for fun too. It was just I have my training, if anyone wants to try it out, whatever. And that's how it kind of how life just made choices for me.
Cool. So fun fact about you, you actually have a degree in HR.
I do.
Kind of like me.
Yeah.
Are you using it right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I work for a company.
Not me. I'm not using it anymore, but it's fine. You do have some elements of HR that you need as a personal trainer.
It's so important.
Yeah. How's your experience in that field helped you progress as a trainer here?
Well, you know what's funny? I never really knew what I wanted to do with my life when I entered university. I just knew I wanted to go to school. I wanted to have a degree in something. So I just love people, the way they think, why they do things, why they react the way they react. I just wanted to understand the human mind.
Okay.
So anyway, I took this course, and it was so cool just to learn about group development and how people work together. And I kind of took in my last year in HR at Concordia, that's when I started taking my personal training stuff, and then I started coaching that year, and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to try to see where the fitness takes me. So it was pretty cool. So I find it super helpful. I do a lot of group fitness and small group trainings, boot camps, because I just love everything I took from my program. I can just reapply it. I think it's so important to have a strong group dynamic. And
being in the fitness industry, we know that we have the opportunity to impact people's lives. More ways than one. How have you been able to do that for your clients?
Honestly, it's not even just about someone wants to lose weight or get fit. It's just seeing them proud of themselves, seeing them feel the changes and feel good about themselves, boost their confidence. It's I don't know, that's what I live for. It's nice to see as long as someone feels better about themselves or the service, that's what I strive for as a trainer.
So how has your experience helped you to be more relatable to your clients? For example, there are people who have been overweight before, who are now fitness trainers, so they know what it's like to be in that frame of mind for their clients. How have you been able to take your experience, your personal experiences, and apply to your work?
Well, for instance, another huge personal reason as to why I love fitness so much is I've always battled with depression. And it's one of those things where it just makes you feel better. It just raises your serotonin levels. It makes you feel good. So I find maybe more in my one-on-ones, you get really personal with your clients. So the best way I could relate to most of them is if ever obviously we're not always working towards a goal. Sometimes they'll talk to you about things, personal stuff. And it's awesome. It builds a better relationship with your client, and it's nice to be able to relate to them. I can't say I've ever struggled with a lot of weight loss or whatever,
right.
But I could relate to them in the sense where if they're struggling with any kind of depression, anxiety, or they don't feel good about themselves, or any kind of personal things that they want to work on, I'm a great listener, and
Do you find that, maybe a mix between your male clients and your female clients, that a lot of them have to deal with like self-esteem issues? If so, how do you help them with that? Yeah.
Not so much. I mean, I've had a couple with not really, but yeah, honestly, like, it's self-esteem issues. It's more of just like, it's pretty 50-50. You're 50% like psychologically helping them, and then you're 50% making them feel good. And I've noticed as a lot of these, self-esteem clients continue to work with me, I've never had a client for less than a year. Honestly, I'm really fortunate to have clients that believe in my program and stick with me for minimum even 1 year. Mm-hmm. And so I really do get to know someone over the year, and it's cool. You build a really strong relationship. They trust you, and it was really cool for me to see clients who did struggle with that use fitness as a way of feeling good in their own skin and feeling confident, and it's cool. It's really rewarding. Honestly, like, I'm pretty proud of, like, I can honestly think of a couple that I'm really proud of.
How has like the social media movement impacted your business?
Oh, huge. Honestly, like, for me, this was just for fun. So for me to just post things and have friends post, like, I try to even do a lot of free challenges. Like right now we're doing a diet challenge, and it's just, the whole concept is just to be honest with yourself about how often. It's just for people to realize, like, oh, I do cheat more than I should, and I don't really eat when I'm like as many macros as I should. Am I eating too much protein? Am I not eating enough? Like, all these things that matter, like, people don't realize. So I don't mind, like, I find it's kind of cool to offer these things to make people believe that they can actually complete something and feel the change and, believe in themselves. So yeah, I find it's a little bit narcissistic out there. It's very, like, I try to post as much as my clients as I can, as many transformations. I try to put in my story our workouts every single day, just to show people, like, try this next time you're at the gym or something. But yeah, it could be like misconstrued, I guess. Yeah, so it's hard. I think it's really important to maintain professionalism.
Where you work, do you have you ever had a conflict with another trainer? Like, you don't have to name any names, just in case they're watching this.
Like,
but have you had any issues with them in the sense of, maybe they took up
like a client or an exchange,
or they take your space, like, they're using
like every day
everything that's there, and you're like, can I just use one square of turf here? Or?
It's honestly, I'm laughing that you even mentioned that. That's my only struggle right now is like, where do I park my tent for my clients? So but you know what, like, everyone's pretty, like, for the most part, like, communication is key. Like, sometimes it's frustrating, but I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. Like, if you want me to move, like, I'm not much of a tough cookie. It's just like, okay, it's fine, we'll move. The only thing that's frustrating is when I'm in the middle of a set. Like, I'm in the middle of a superset with someone, and they're timing them, they're asking me to move. I'm like, can you wait 2 minutes? It's like, how do you say that?
Like, when clients acknowledge the help that you've given them, what has been the most rewarding experience you've had thus far? Yeah, honestly,
it's funny you mentioned that. I had a client sit me down at coffee once and just thank me for getting rid of, like, her depression and for helping her and, like, and mentally, and honest, I was in tears. Like, it's really nice when someone, like, believes in the program and they see the results and they sit you down and they're like, thank you. It's honestly, this is why I do the job. Yeah. So it's really awesome, yeah.
Have you had a lot of, like, successful clients transition from maybe like a certain mindset, the way they think, to more positive way of thinking?
Yeah, of course.
Or have you had to, like, work with more people
who are negative?
Yeah, like, how do you handle that?
Well, I think I think as a leader, it's my job to make sure everyone's happy all the time. And if someone's not happy, I look within. It's like, what did I do that didn't make the experience perfect? So I think it's always important to not always point the finger. So, like, okay, for instance, I have so many clients where, like, they'll be with me for a year, 2 years. I'm not someone who is out to, like, money grab. Like, if you're training with me, I'm gonna make sure you understand what you're doing. I'm gonna make sure you know what you're eating at home. Like, honestly, like, you take a lot of information with you as, like, that's, like, pretty much the experience with me, is that I'm not here to just take your money and leave, buy whatever. Like, I'm here to explain to you, help you understand, why are you doing this? What is it helping? This is good for the booty. This is good to make it larger. Like, all these little things to just explain to your clients to make them, oh, okay, so they understand what they're doing, and you're not just telling them, do this, 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 and this. That makes a difference. And I think that's why a lot of my clients appreciate me, So oftentimes I'll get a crazy transformation and they're just like, thank you, like I appreciate the experience, and then they're on their own, they're in the gym, they know what they're doing now. So they don't really need, I'm just kind of there for the motivational support, and I'm really fortunate to have really good experiences.
How often do you put your hair behind your ear?
How often? You know what's funny? I play with
I
my,
I counted like 26 times. I'm not, I didn't really count, but.
You know what's funny? My hair is naturally very curly, and I become like, when I'm thinking or talking, I'll just play with it, like non-stop twirling. It's like one of my ticks. Everyone has their ticks.
Sometimes you just gotta take it off,
Yeah.
I do find myself doing this often sometimes.
Just the baldness.
Open my eyes wide, like, okay, this person is, wow, this is interesting, Who would you say have been your biggest influencers or support towards, like, developing your career?
That's so funny. Actually, you're one of them. I used to do boot camp.
I didn't pay her to say that.
I'm like, it's so funny you asked that. So
I have to make sure people know. Listen, guys. I didn't pay her to say that.
No, actually.
This is not a big up the segment host guy. Trust me, I didn't pay her to say. But
so funny.
So
yeah. Sure. So I find like the whole circuit training, boot camp, stations, like timing. I just thought that whole concept was super enjoyable, and it really developed my love and passion for training. And then doing that certification just helped me understand, okay, like this is working this. So it's just kind of cool to understand later, like, okay, I was working this muscle, or
So in our conversation, you mentioned that you give tips on like development of the butt and stuff like that, which seems to be a very hot topic today. Have you ever had a client, or do you have a client now, that's all they're focused on? It's just
that's my money maker right there. Everyone wants a butt.
Isn't it good to have a balance of
everything
else too?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
So how do you handle when a client, let's say a client comes and says, listen, Joy, all I want to do is build. I just want this area alone to be like, bam.
I'm kind of sneaky. I'll kind of like, okay, you want to do squats? I'll make them do like a squat row, upright row. So they're getting some shoulders in there. Or like, I'm a bit sneaky. So even though you think you're doing legs, like I'm working other muscles.
Like, do you tell them a chest press helps them build their butt too?
No, I don't lie. I don't ever lie.
So if you do this movement,
if you do this movement lying down, not using any of your legs.
Your glutes are definitely
No, I don't lie. But you know what though? Like, I'm not afraid to call someone out. I'll be like, proportions are everything. We got to work on your back, or we got to work on your triceps. Like and like I'm very honest, but I'm not like harsh at all either. I'm very careful with my approaches.
Why do you think that that's a trend today? Is that lower body, the glutes and stuff like that? I know a lot of people will say, Kim Kardashian came, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
It's the thick look, no?
But like, why is that now the trend that everyone, well, I shouldn't say everyone, a lot of females go for?
Yeah, honest, I think we're accepting diversity more. It's pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. So it's like, not everyone wants to be like this perfect skinny thing anymore. And I don't think everyone should want to be like that. I think as long as you're comfortable in your skin. And I think it's kind of cool that this whole thick thing is like a new fad, I guess. So it's like, it's cool to be thick and have nice curves, and like you can work with it. So I think that's like the thing with the butts is like everyone wants a big butt. So
like if a person came to you and said, I want a bigger butt, and you asked them why, what's a typical answer that you get?
I don't think I've ever really asked that question. It's why do you want a bigger butt?
This is a good question, Joy.
There you go.
Why do you want a bigger butt?
Yeah, so good reasons and bad reasons. I mean, like everyone has their reasons, I guess. Yeah. Like, I've never really asked someone like, why do you want a bigger butt? So it's kind of just, why are you here? It's just,
okay,
that's a good question. But I don't know. It's just like, well, I'm the butt master, so if you want a butt, here we go. Like, I find like right now it's a very narcissistic world out there, but again, it's like to each its own. It's like if this is gonna make you feel better about yourself, I got you, like kind of a thing. So it's kind of like I'm trying not to judge or like, you know what I mean? I think everyone has their reasons, but I don't know. I just want to cater to every crowd, I guess.
So 2019 is on its way. We're not that far away, a couple of weeks. I know everyone's getting to holiday mode. I see everyone with Christmas lights and stuff up.
Already?
Yeah, stuff like that happening. What are your goals for the new year? Do you have any set
I do.
for yourself?
I do. I want to promo more semi-privates. So I have a lot of like 3 to 6 people groups. I have a lot of one-on-ones, but I really want to promote more semi-privates. I think they're so awesome. They're fun. Yeah, I want to make like more of like a couples deal. So like anyone who's in a relationship or just with a friend or whoever, I want to start offering some more promos for semis because I think they're fun. They're just as enjoyable for me as a group. And
would you ever suggest like a first date be 2 people going to the gym together?
Of course, it's a challenge. Like I don't want to speak for everyone, but I love challenges. I love leaving my comfort zone, trying something different I'm not good at, and just continue to do it till I'm better.
So if 2 people on Tinder met, they're like, hey, let's go. Our first date's gonna be with Coach Joy at the gym.
At the fitness.
Could that be a make or break situation for somebody? Do you think?
I don't think so.
No?
Make or break?
Well, I mean, let's say you meet a guy and he can't do a push-up. Like, is that?
Oh, well, no, yeah, I mean,
on a first date, you're sitting down, you're eating. But if you go to the gym, then you get to see, are they strong? Can they pull? Can they push?
For me,
squat?
Personally, I don't really.
Since you're a squatter, can they squat?
As long as they're not smaller than me. Like if I can beat you up or something, or if I'm like more muscular.
Get your weight up, guys. Get your weight up.
It's a bit intimidating.
Get your weight up.
Honestly, like I would really
start lifting today, guys. Squatting.
I would just
can't be smaller than her. She'll be upset. So basically, bottom line is, if a guy said, "Hey, let's go on a date," and you went and you said, "Okay, cool. All right, first date's gonna be at the gym," and he's thinking like he's got this. He goes to the gym. He has his headphones on.
Yeah.
He's by Dre. He's ready with his gear. He's got his like wrist wraps and all this stuff. He's got chalk and he's throwing it in the air like he's LeBron and stuff. And you come and you lift and you're able to squat like 3 plates and he does like a plate 10.
Okay.
And he's like shocked and stuff. Is that gonna throw you off to say, "Wow, I can squat 3 plates and you can't"?
Oh no, of course not. No.
Or is it?
I've been doing this for years. Like I honestly it's funny. I have gone on some like gym dates with people, and it's never like I've never had a bad experience. But like it comes with the territory. They know, okay, this girl's a personal trainer. This girl probably knows really good form, how to lift. She probably lifts pretty heavy. Like it comes with the territory too. Okay. So I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of if you're a beginner or you've been doing it for 10 years. Like as long as you're doing it and you're starting and you love it. It's, there's no judging, so.
Okay. How afraid are you when you go to the grocery store or the mall or anything and you see clients of yours, like, let's say you're grocery shopping, your cart has like ice cream bars. Do you look around and see like, can this person see you?
No, I'm not.
Or do you encounter clients and you see what's in their cart and go, "Hey, what's that?" And they're like, "Oh, nothing, I just was, yeah. Like,
yeah, 100. I do that to my clients all the time. If I see someone getting ice cream somewhere, I'll send a little like, "That's not part of your plan."
Like, you see them quickly fade between the aisles, like, "That wasn't here."
Yeah. I'm not really like ashamed of what I eat. I mean, like, I think I'm pretty comfortable in my own skin. I'm pretty happy with my diet. If people see me with like 2 tubs of ice cream, like, I could explain. I have no problem.
Can you explain though? Like, the reason I have 10 is because
I have an addiction. I have a party. What do I think of?
Doing a giveaway, and
a giveaway.
That's why I had 10.
I was giving away 9.
I was giving away 9, and I was keeping 1 for myself.
I don't expect anyone to be on point with their diet every single, like, we're human. Like, you're allowed to cheat. You're allowed to, I just poke fun at it sometimes. Just, like, if I see my clients or somewhere. Especially now that there's a challenge going on. If I see any of my clients in the next 15 days, anywhere, eating, I will call you out.
You guys. Just don't be stuffed with, like, fries in your mouth, like, "Prasad, I got free fries at McDonald's, Canadians scored first."
Yeah, those monopolies are done too, so it's good timing.
Well, the Canadians, whenever they score first, you get free fries.
Really?
My wife gets fries all the time.
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm calling her out on this. I hope she watches this. She'll probably see it.
No more fries.
Whatever. Well, thank you so much for being part of the segment.
Yeah, thank you.
I think that we got to know a little bit more about you and your background and stuff. And
you
can check out. I can't even speak. What the heck? You can check out Coach Joy at District Elite. The address and information, boom, spread across the screen right there.
Are we gonna put it in there?
Well, I had that little magic effect. Just go.
It's magic.
I can even bring it back there as well. Last but not least, thing I'm gonna ask you is, if you had one positive message to share with the people out there, what would it be? And this is where you gotta use your hand, and you gotta kind of like.
My one positive message.
You gotta go across the screen, like, wow.
Okay. My one positive message.
Yeah. Don't get caught in the grocery store.
Don't get 10 tubs of ice cream. I don't know. It's just don't let anyone tell you that you don't look good enough or you're not. You know what I mean? Just do you. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't look good, and just honestly, like, I think that's my message, is like, I don't have a particular crowd that I really cater to. I'll take anyone. I just want everyone to feel better.
Okay, so how would you sum that up in one sentence?
In one sentence?
I said.
Okay. Do you?
Do you?
Get it, girl.
Bam. Okay. We got it. Do you get it, girl?
Do you?
Or
I don't
guy?
know. I'm not good with these things.
It's okay. Get a girl or a guy.
So,
it's fine. You can find her on Instagram. Her Instagram tag is all here too. If you have any questions for her about fitness or health-related stuff, or even anything about mental health, she'll be more than happy to share that with
100%.
you. So definitely hit her up and see what she's doing next. And 2019 looks like it'll be a good one for you. So look forward to seeing what happens next.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys, it's Daily Hustle. Thanks for watching. Peace.